deposit of 2 lakh rupees. After that, we have a design. So we can make a design for you, which is a free of cost. So you will not worry. You can do the interior or the kitchen equipment. You can do by your own vendor. We don't have an issue. For a 200 से 250 square feet, that will be cost you around 5 to 6 lakh rupees. तो आज मेरे पास 10 लाख रुपए हैं या मेरे पास 11 लाख रुपए हैं, तो मैं उस बिजनेस को स्टार्ट कर सकता हूँ. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट थिंग, मैं वर्किंग कैपिटल लेके चलूँ. वर्किंग कैपिटल कितना चाहिए मुझे? 1 लाख या 2 लाख. तो मतलब मैं 12 लाख के अंदर उस बिजनेस को मैं स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ जिसके 53 प्लस स्टोर ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट है. इट इज ए कैफे बेकरी चेन जिसके अंदर केक, बेकरी, चॉकलेट, आइसक्रीम, स्वीट्स, नमकीन, फसान. वी हैव अ मोर देन 400 SKUs. मतलब मैं 400 SKUs की बात कर रहा हूँ. इन टर्म्स ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट प्राइस, यदि आप केक की बात करते हो, केक वी हैव एन एवरेज कॉस्ट फॉर हाफ एन केजी इज 300. आप किसी लोकल बेकरी में चले जाइए, उनका हाफ केजी का कॉस्ट 450 रुपए का होता है, 1 केजी का कॉस्ट 900 होता है. बिकॉज वी आर द मैन्युफैक्चरर, वी आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड टू बाय द प्रोडक्ट फ्रॉम द अदर. उसमें मैं अपना मार्जिन लेके चलूं, फिर जाके मैं फ्रेंचाइजी को सप्लाई करूं. यहाँ पर मैं क्या करता हूँ, प्रोडक्ट मैं ही बनाता हूँ, मैं ही उनको आगे सप्लाई करता हूँ फ्रेंचाइजी स्टोर पे, फ्रेंचाइजी उसको कस्टमर पे. आज की तारीख में यदि कोई कस्टमर आपके पास आता है, वो बोलता है कि मुझे इस तरीके का केक चाहिए, बिकॉज यू नो इन केक में वैरायटीज होती है. कोई बोलता है मुझे वेडिंग के लिए चाहिए, कोई बोलता है मुझे अपने बच्चे का कोई ओकेजनल है, कोई बोलता है यार मुझे तो इसी डिजाइन का चाहिए. यू सजेस्ट, वी कैन मेक दैट केक. भाभी, इसमें आपका क्या थॉट है कि मतलब व्हाट आई सेड कि अबाउट दी केक, कि आप किस तरीके से केक की वैरायटीज यू कैन क्रिएट?
नो एब्सोल्युटली, वी यूज्ड टू हैव 7-8 साल पहले जब स्टार्ट किया था, वी यूज्ड टू हैव एल्बम्स कि यार किसी के बच्चे का बर्थडे है तो ये एल्बम से केक पिक करो, किसी की एनिवर्सरी है तो वो एल्बम से पिक करो, किसी का बेबी शावर है तो उस एल्बम से पिक करो. बट दीज डेज विथ एवरी सिंगल कस्टमर हैविंग अ स्मार्टफोन इन देयर हैंड, वो सीधे गूगल या इंस्टाग्राम इमेज लेके आते हैं, यार मुझे ये केक चाहिए. So it has made life very simple for the retailer. You don't have to spend half an hour, 1 hour helping them select a cake. Most customers do their homework at home and they come and they know exactly what they want. So we have also changed the style. हमारे पास 2 phone numbers हैं जहाँ पे हम 2 order takers को बिठाते हैं. राइट अवे यू सेंड. अगर आपको पता है कि वो केक हमसे बनेगा, कितने केजी में बनेगा, कितने में बनेगा, तो आप डायरेक्टली बता दो. अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट है तो वो फोटो डायरेक्ट फैक्ट्री पे व्हाट्सएप कर दो. विद इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स आपको आंसर आ जाएगा कि ये केक हम इतने में, इतने मिनिमम केजी में बनाएंगे, इतना कॉस्ट होगा. सो दैट प्रोसेस इज वेरी सीमलेस एंड वी विल मेक 99% ऑफ द केक्स दैट कम टू अस.
So great, Bhavinji. So guys, as I suggest, we have a 400 SKUs. We have a more than 50 varieties of products category. ये तो वो प्रोडक्ट है जो आपकी शॉप पे मिलते हैं. अब आता है ओकेशन की बात. जैसे कोई दिवाली है, दिवाली पे वी हैव वेराइटीज ऑफ गिफ्ट हैम्पर. गिफ्ट हैम्पर्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 250 गोज टू 4000. शादी हो गया या किसी का फंक्शन है, तो उसमें वी आर ऑल्सो मेकिंग अ गिफ्ट हैम्पर. एंड गिफ्ट हैम्पर्स आर एक्सक्लूसिव फॉर अ 90 डिग्री स्टोर्स. जो भी मेरे स्टोर्स हैं, उन्हीं स्टोर पे 90 डिग्री के गिफ्ट हैम्पर मिलेंगे. इट इज नॉट अवेलेबल ऑन अ जनरल ट्रेड. यदि अब मैं बात करूं मुंबई एंड पुणे, महाराष्ट्र में एवरीवन नो कि जब गणेश जी होते हैं तो मोदक बहुत बड़े फेमस होते हैं. दे आर आल्सो मेकिंग अ स्वीट इन अ वैरायटी, सो दैट एनी कस्टमर हु वांट टू कम टू योर शॉप और हु वांट टू कम टू यू एंड से कि यार मुझे ये नहीं ये चीज चाहिए, वी आर रेडी टू गिव दैट प्रोडक्ट टू देम. So guys, that is the reason ki if you want to choose the franchisee in a cake and bakery, I want to suggest you can take as a 90 degree as a first option, because here the margin is very high. Other brands are giving a margin of 20-25. We are giving a 33% margin. We are not charging any royalty. The daily supply chain is to manage by us. और सबसे अच्छी बात क्या है कि यार क्रेडिट नोट पॉलिसी. आज मैं बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ, क्यों कर रहा हूँ? कंपनी क्या सोच रही है? कंपनी जो फ्रेंचाइजी को लेके आ रही है, दे ऑलवेज सजेस्ट कि दे आर द इंटरनल पार्ट ऑफ माय फैमिली मेंबर. यदि मैं भी अपना स्टोर ओपन करता थ्रू कंपनी, तो कंपनी क्या करती, जो इन्वेस्ट पहले इन्वेंट्री आती है उसको बेचती, उसके बाद पैसा कमाती. यहाँ पर कंपनी ने वही सोचा, 90 डिग्री व्हाट थॉट. देखिए क्या, जो मेरा फ्रेंचाइजी पार्टनर आ रहा है, दे हैव टू कीप एज अ इंटरनल फैमिली मेंबर. दैट इज द रीजन 5 days क्रेडिट नोट पॉलिसी इज एप्लीकेबल इन दिस बिजनेस. अदरवाइज इन एनी बिजनेस आप चले जाइए, स्पेशली इन एफ&बी बिजनेस में आप जाइए, कहीं पर भी आपको क्रेडिट नोट पॉलिसी पे काम नहीं किया जाता. सो Bhavinji, there is a 2-3 questions which is coming from a different. So I want to just ask one thing. So there is a question coming कि जो location होता है कि उस location के बीच में what we are keeping a distance between a two store. क्या हम location का distance लेके चलते हैं?
1.5 kilometers.
Okay. And what footfall or what type of location we are targeting to open our store?
We try to go either for residential area or commercial area. वी डोंट नेसेसरीली वांट कि बिल्कुल स्टेशन के सामने होना चाहिए, क्योंकि बहुत लोग क्या करते हैं, ट्रेन से उतर के भीड़ भीड़ में बस में जाते हैं, शेयर रिक्शा में जाते हैं, तो बड़े
Hmm.
बड़े केक्स कैरी करके उसमें नहीं जा सकते। तो अवर आइडियल लोकेशन इज लाइक अ रेसिडेंशियल एरिया और अ लोकल मार्केट नियर द रेसिडेंशियल एरिया, जहाँ पे लोग नॉर्मली शॉपिंग को आते हैं और वहां से फिर केक का ऑर्डर देके चले जाते
Great. And Bhavin, if someone wants to open in Mumbai and Pune, they are ready to open?
हैं। ऑफ कोर्स।
Great. So, Bhavin, if anything is happen, the team will be contact you from a franchise India about the brand. And thank you so much to coming on our call and to give a great information about your brand, how we are working and what is our thought process to create a new franchise. Or if anyone want to come, why they want to take a 90-degree as a franchisee, as a brand, as a first franchise.
थैंक यू राहुल, ग्रेट टू बी हियर।
Thank you so much, Bhavin. So guys, the next brand which is very known in terms of health and wellness cafe is a smoothie factory. So basically a smoothie factory, that is a brand which is represented by me across a pan India. As I said, I'm a vice president of Business Tech Solutions Private Limited, who's a part of the Franchise India group. So smoothie factory is basically a cafe that brand started from. So when I said a smoothie factory, basically it's a health and wellness cafe. So हर बंदे के mind में आता है, I want to start some cafe, but that cafe must be in a health and wellness category because India is divided into two parts. So before COVID and post COVID. Before COVID यार कुछ भी बंदा कुछ भी खा लेता था, but COVID के बाद हर बंदे को सबसे पहले लगता है कि ये healthy होगा, ये hygienic होगा. मैं जो product को taste कर रहा हूँ, how it will be resemble to my health. So that is the reason Smoothie Factory is the one of the best brand in terms of health and wellness cafe, running in 23 plus country in a different part of the world, running 250 plus store, and they are basically started from US in 1996. आज की तारीख के अंदर यदि मैं वेलनेस कैफे की बात करूं तो इंडिया के अंदर देयर ओनली सेलेक्टेड ब्रांड हु आर वर्किंग इन अ लोकल रीजन, बट देयर इज नो ब्रांड हु आर कमिंग फ्रॉम एन इंटरनेशनल एंड एक्सपेंडिंग देयर फुटप्रिंट इन इंडिया. So currently we are present in Delhi NCR, we are present in Gujarat, Mumbai and Bangalore as a master franchisee and unit franchisee both. In a smoothie factory, we have a two model. One model we always say as a unit franchisee. If someone wants to say, I want to take a single unit, we are happy to give as a single unit. If someone wants to say, yeah, I want to take as a master franchisee or I want to take some territory right where we can do the development together, then we are have an options of giving a master franchisee also. So currently Delhi NCR, Gujarat and Mumbai, the master franchisee is not available because it is already sold to the partners. We have a different master franchisee available in a different part of the region. If someone want to take the master franchisee of Smoothie Factory, then the role and responsibilities are very much clear. So they have to open their own store. For that store, we are not charging anything else apart from whatever the fees is for a area developer rights. The second, they can also involve in the supply chain to the sub-franchisee store. The third, they can also help in making the franchisee because आज की तारीख में मैं यदि बात करूँ, someone wants to take a franchisee for Uttar Pradesh. So whatever the lead generation is taken care, that is taken care by the Franchise India Group. As an area developer, being an area developer, they have a responsibility to set up a smooth operation. The smooth operation का मतलब क्या होगा, जो भी supply chain हो रहा है टू देयर स्टोर, मतलब आज की तारीख में मैं स्टोर्स पे सप्लाई करता हूं तो कहां से रॉ मटेरियल लूंगा, मैं उसको सबसे पहले रॉ मटेरियल सप्लाई करूंगा एरिया डेवलपर को. एरिया डेवलपर नाउ द एरिया डेवलपर विल गेट द थिंग कि वो उसके थ्रू दे कैन सप्लाई टू द सब फ्रेंचाइजी स्टोर. सेकेंडली एरिया डेवलपर और जो मास्टर फ्रेंचाइजी मैं बोल रहा हूँ, दे कैन ऑल्सो बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द फिट आउट. बिकॉज क्या होता है आज की तारीख में बहुत सारे ऐसे पार्टनर होते हैं, वो पैसा लगाते हैं, वो सोचते हैं यार मेरे पास कोई लोकेशन नहीं है, तो लोकेशन ढूंढने में वी विल सपोर्ट यू इन स्मूथी फैक्ट्री. मैन पावर की हायरिंग में वी कैन सपोर्ट एंड द ट्रेनिंग विच इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, हायरिंग, ट्रेनिंग, लोकेशन, मार्केटिंग, सप्लाई चेन, is 100% managed by the smooth factory team. अब स्मूथ फैक्ट्री टीम का मतलब ये हो गया कि आज की तारीख में इफ समवन इज देयर, जैसे कोई डायरेक्टली यूनिट खोलना चाहता है, वी आर रेडी टू ओपन ए यूनिट फ्रेंचाइजी जहां पर मेरा मास्टर फ्रेंचाइजी और एरिया डेवलपर अवेलेबल नहीं है। यदि कोई बोलता है कि नहीं यार मुझे एरिया डेवलपर लेना है, देन आई वांट टू टेक अ यूनिट फ्रेंचाइजी, बोथ द ऑप्शंस आर अवेलेबल, बट सपोर्ट फॉर एन एरिया डेवलपर एंड सपोर्ट फॉर ए यूनिट फ्रेंचाइजी विल रिमेन सेम। हम हर सपोर्ट करेंगे सो दैट दे विल मेक अ सक्सेस स्टोरी एंड दे विल क्रिएट अ ह्यूज बिजनेस। दैट इज द रीजन आज की तारीख में एरिया डेवलपर का एग्रीमेंट वी आर कीपिंग ए 20 years ऑफ एन एग्रीमेंट, फॉर ए यूनिट फ्रेंचाइजी वी आर कीपिंग ए 10 years ऑफ एन एग्रीमेंट। आप दूसरे बिजनेस में जाते हो वो कहते हैं 2 साल 3 साल 5 साल, वी आर नो, because we are present from 23 years, we know 250 plus stores are running, so I understand the quality, I understand the brand value कि यार आज कोई स्मूथी फैक्ट्री में आएगा तो they always think in a longer period, वो क्यों इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हैं, they always want to invest because यार आज मैं पैसा लगा रहा हूँ किसी ब्रांड में, if they are growing तो I am also growing, because obviously in India they are coming, so they have a 4 store, but they want to open a more than 100 store in next 2 years, so that is only possible when we work together, otherwise it is not benefit for anyone else। मतलब मैं आपको एज अ फ्रेंचाइजी दे दूं और मैं सपोर्ट ही ना करूं मार्केटिंग, लोकेशन, हायरिंग, ट्रेनिंग, सप्लाई चेन इन द न्यू प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट, देन इट इज नॉट अ गुड thought process for any brand। So what we are getting as a franchisee benefit, so fastest growing international brand, unique product offering. Why it's a unique? It's a health and wellness cafe. Apart from the product which is made in your store, there is a other product which is packed item। आज की तारीख में यदि मैं बात करता हूँ कि यार मुझे अपना वेट लूज करना है, तो मेरे पास ऐसा प्रोग्राम है which is authorized by a US, so that can be helpful। someone say कि यार I want to glow, मतलब स्किन को मुझे ग्रो मतलब ग्लो करना है, या I am not feeling good, so that is the other different products which is available, it's a pack just like a thing। So that is the reason chefless business, I am not dependent upon the chef। यदि मैं स्मूथी फैक्ट्री की बात करूं, so manpower which we are hiring, they are not dependent, because F&B business are a business जहां पर आप ओनर होके भी ओनर नहीं हो पाते। व्हाई? बिकॉज यू आर डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द शेफ। यार आज उसका मन करा खाना बनाने का तो दे कैन मेक इट गुड वन, कस्टमर आएगा दे से यार अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा है, जब बाद में बात आएगी दे से यार नहीं यार ये चीज नहीं रहेगी। तो इन हियर वी हैव अ शेफलेस बिजनेस। सेकंड आता है ऑनगोइंग सपोर्ट सर्विस, मतलब डेली डे टू डे ऑपरेशन एक्टिविटी क्या हो रहा है, माय ऑपरेशनल टीम्स आर देयर हु कैन आल्सो हेल्प इन द ऑडिटिंग पार्ट। Low royalty, we are only charging a 8% royalty, out of which 6% is used on the product development and 2% is used on the national marketing। Multiple revenue center, when I said a multiple revenue center, the meaning of that sentence, apart from your customer which is coming as an offline, we have an online segment through Swiggy and Zomato or any other online aggregator। थर्ड होता है मेरा ODC which is called the outdoor catering services। यार आज मैं कहता हूँ यार मुझे कोई है ना एज ए ड्रिंक्स प्रोडक्ट रखने हैं, we are ready to make a ODC contract with them। एंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात आता है लोकलाइजेशन ऑफ मेन्यू। व्हेन आई सेड लोकलाइजेशन ऑफ मेन्यू, द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट सेंटेंस कि यार आज की तारीख के अंदर, because you know in India different state have a different taste, we are using the same menu in a different part of the country, we have a smoothie, we have a juice, we have a shakes, we have a tea and coffee, apart from that thing we have a salads and the Indian menu, so we are keeping all the a country menu in a single room, and that is approved by the brand। If you want to say yeah Rahul I want to just make this recipe, we can say it is not possible to start once I will do this recipe is is beautiful or it will be usable to all the store which is working in India, then I can be a part of that recipe। Otherwise we can say कि whatever the recipe we are following we have to do it। And the price is very important, because as an India we always think, as an Indian we always think यार क्या मैं खा रहा हूँ तो मेरी क्या क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट रहेगा, क्या मेरा उससे क्या बेनिफिट रहेगा। दैट इज द रीजन द स्मूथी फैक्ट्री इज अ हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस कैफे। इफ समवन वांट्स टू स्टार्ट देयर ओन कैफे, समवन वांट्स टू स्टार्ट देयर एनीथिंग, so I can say the investment is 20 to 25 lakh rupees, and there is another model is called as 30 to 35 lakh rupees for a standalone। So for a kiosk or a takeaway model, the investment is 20 to 25 lakh rupees, that include your 6 lakh rupees is the franchisee fees for a 10 years, every 10 years the renewal of an agreement। Second is called as a standalone model which is known as a cafe, जहां पर बंदे आपके बैठ के खा सकते हैं, we can use a 400 to 500 or 600 square feet space। और दूसरा जो मेरा होता है कियोस्क और टेक अवे, जिसमें मेरा 150 से 300 स्क्वायर फीट स्पेस होता है। दोनों मॉडल के अंदर डिफरेंस इज ओनली योर फ्रेंचाइजी फी 6 lakhs or 8 lakh rupees. The royalty is same. 8% royalty we are charging in a kiosk and 8% royalty we are charging in a standalone. दोनों का जो इन्वेस्टमेंट डिफरेंस आता है इज अ फिट आउट कॉल, बिकॉज यू नो कि आज मैं कोई घर खरीदता हूँ तो मैं यदि 1000 स्क्वायर फीट का लेता हूँ या 2000 स्क्वायर फीट का लेता हूँ तो मेरा प्राइसिंग चेंज होता है. सेम हियर है, क्योंकि दोनों के बीच में क्या है, एक मॉडल में आप क्या करते हो, कियोस्क में टेक अवे होता है जहां पर बंदा आएगा प्रोडक्ट लेगा और चले जाएगा. स्टैंड अलोन मॉडल होता है जहां पर बंदा बैठ के खाएगा, जहां पर अपने फैमिली के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करेगा. So that is the reason in a smoothie factory we can start in a 20 lakh rupees as a kiosk और टेक अवे मॉडल. ये जो kiosk और टेक अवे मॉडल होते हैं कहाँ हो सकते हैं, आपके मॉल्स हो सकते हैं, कॉलेज हो गए, यूनिवर्सिटीज हो गए, या आप सोसाइटीज में रह रहे हो जहां पर आपका 100 से 200 स्क्वायर फीट है. स्टैंड अलोन मॉडल जो होगा वो आपके हाई स्ट्रीट पर होगा जहां पर आपका 300 to 600 स्क्वायर फीट का स्पेस होगा. If you are a part of the smoothie factory, before just closing this discussion, I would say the smoothie factory will take care of your all the things. You will get a supply chain. We have a sourcing and purchasing technology. We are taking care of the product development. We are taking care of the design and the construction. If you think कि यार मुझे construction नहीं करना, Rahul आपकी team है, I will say yeah, we have a team who can do the construction for you. But prices, market strategy, the meaning of market strategy at the time of launch activity, what activity we want to do it. That is called the market. Once the store is live, definitely the franchisee is involved in the local store marketing. कैसे strategy बनानी है, how they will increase their sale, that is taken care by my team, the operational team. Then we have a brand name because we are running in 23 plus country, 250 plus store, and someone would say कि यार in 30 lakh rupees or 35 lakh rupees you are getting as an international brand which is started from USA. I say I want to invest that brand because they are already proven in the business. Apart from that thing, we are also available as a master franchisee. If anyone wants to take as a master franchisee for a smoothie factory, feel free to reach me. I already shared my number, that is 8279403404, or you can reach to the Franchise India website. I'm happy to discuss. If we both understand this business, then we can work together. If you think that okay, you want Rahul, I want more information, I want to do more product knowledge, definitely I'm happy to connect with you. Thank you so much, guys, for understanding and listening the this smoothie factory. Over to you, Simon.
Thank you, Rahul. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. So, guys, this was Smoothie Factory, a very well-known brand and a brand which has got something new in the industry. So, of course, this is very lucrative for the Are you there? Miss Kripa, are you there?
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, ma'am. Very good evening and happy Navratras. Ma'am, this is the Navratra special theme of Bharat Franchise Show. And
Right.
here, this is a very good opportunity for your brand to represent and just explain our participants, our investors, like what different your brand is bringing in the market, what is there for the investors, and all the USPs of your brands. So if you have a PPT, that will be really great. If you can visually see what you have, you can discuss your financials, you can discuss the strategy, you can discuss with the places you want to open, and you can also discuss the ROI. So with that, over to you, ma'am.
Right. Am I audible now? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Right. And my screen is also visible for the presentation. Hello?
Yes, you're audible,
Yes,
and you
okay.
can see the screen also.
Right. So a very good evening to everybody. Thanks for the opportunity given. I wouldn't take more time. I'd rather try and sum up everything in about 10 minutes. And anybody who's interested, who wants to understand the numbers or the procedure, the operational procedures even more, we can go through it on a private, on a personal basis. Right. So to
I
start
would
off with,
request
we
the
are a
audience
brand.
to please, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I will request the audience
Yeah.
to please put their questions on the Q&A box, because that is very important for this session. You will have your questions, so please put it over there, and we will answer those questions when Ms. Kripa has finished her presentation.
Right. Thank you, Simon.
You can continue,
So,
ma'am.
Yeah, just to starting off, we are a brand that is originated in Chennai. We're about 2 years old, and we, as the name suggests, Shawarma Kings, we're a brand that focuses, our main USP is shawarmas. And we also have other accompanying items in the menu like a grill, alfam, kebabs, and a few starters to go along with. Right. So why do you want to choose Shawarma Kings as a brand? We look at 4 or 5 different aspects. The brand identity, how we strategize our locations, right? Where we look at placing ourselves. So there are brands which have like a multi-cuisine restaurant which has shawarma as one of their products, and then there are brands which have shawarma solely as their only product that that they have in the menu. But we want to kind of bridge the gap. There's a gap here in between where we've identified that the quality of the food which is served in a multi-cuisine restaurant does not come to the street level or a QSR model. The shawarmas are not, on par with the standard that is served in a restaurant. So we thought we found a gap there, and so we thought we will place ourselves as a premium branding, as a premium brand that sells shawarmas. So if you look at how we've invested in our packaging and our costing, it will come in the next couple of slides. You'll be able to see that how we've placed our product. Like when you get a shawarma in your hand, it's not just rolled in a butter paper, and it's not just put in a brown cover, but it comes in a neat packaging. So there is quality and value add to the for the money that I'm paying as a customer. Our pricing is also matched on par with all our competitors. We have a specific in-house recipe, so all our recipe is homegrown. We have a very different approach to how we prepare a shawarma. So we try and match ourselves to international standard. When I say that, normally all shawarmas in the local the way they've done it is that there will be chicken and there'll be cabbage, they'll be minced together with a lot of different sauces. We don't do that. We instead have a different variety. So there is chicken with french fries and rolled up in a khubuz, or rolled up in a rumali roti and given. That's how we see the difference between how we've placed ourselves from the other brands. And also how we operate on this is that we have a central kitchen where the meat is marinated and sent to all our other locations. So there is quality wise, standard wise, there is efficiency in one particular standard maintained, and it does not depend or does not vary on your kitchen staff at each of the outlets. Each of the staff that we are sending, we have a trained team which is sent to you, and that team itself is efficient enough to handle the entire outlet. Now, going on to the next slide, it just shares you our menu varieties. So we have starters, we have kebabs. We have about 6 to 7 varieties of kebabs. This kebabs can also be converted into kebab rolls when we have the rumali roti to go along with it. And we have shawarmas, which about 6 to 7 variations under 4 different categories. So there's a roll, there's special roll plate, and special plate. So each of the customer, based on how they want to have their shawarmas prepared, can order based on their choice. And we also have alfams and grills. And all these values, if you look at the pricing, we have something starting from 100, which is like the bare minimum these days in the market, till about 450 rupees is our maximum pricing. So we've priced ourselves comfortably in a range that people will be able to afford. And we are not too extremely high priced, or neither are we too low priced, so that people have the doubt whether these people are genuinely a good quality product or not, right? So then moving on to the next slide, it'll just show you how our outlets look. This is how we are placed. So there's uniforms, there is the entire team looks very professional, and the outlets are also very open. So when I mean open, the shawarmas, the CDs, the grills, all of this is very customer friendly. So the customer is able to see what is being done. It's a very open kitchen setup, and they are able to see what is being prepared, right? And the next slide will also show you our packaging. Now, when I said we identify ourselves as a brand which is premium and not just a very local sort of a brand, is because of how we've placed ourselves in packaging. I don't think there's anybody that gives this sort of a package, and the quality, how we've branded ourselves. So when a customer gets a pack of shawarma in his hand, he would understand the difference between a normal brand to how we've done a little premium version of it, right? The next slide just shows you a little bit of food reviews. If you Google us, you will find us and our reviews and ratings on it. Going on to the next slide, and this is the slide in which I would want to invest more time in. Like as an investor or as a franchisee, you're going to invest about X amount of money, and we're looking at about a 20 lakh investment, which is very low for a brand like this. So for a 12 lakh investment, there is a breakup that I will be sharing of where the 12 lakhs goes. We're looking at a franchisee cost of about 3 lakhs. And what is the support that you'll be getting from us as a brand, and this will explain why we've placed ourselves at a 3 lakh bracket. So initially, when you're opened up an outlet, the marketing, social media support that you need in terms of an Insta support or a Facebook or these design and collaterals, our team will be able to do that and give it to you so that the content will be given to you so that you can keep uploading them. There'll be area specific, location specific marketing that we could do. Influence marketing, like your YouTubers or bloggers can be brought in. Right, there's a sales strategy when I meant menu design and promotional offers. If at all we are coming into a location which is closer to a school or a college, we can specifically run certain offers or combos that will attract the crowd which is there. We also support in all your infrastructures, right, from whether it's your software setup to your kitchen setup. The entire thing A to Z is taken care by us. We can completely execute from the day that you sign up to the day that the store gets launched. Everything can be taken care by us, right from site location to getting you to see the site, to for you to get an approval of the site, from the civil work or the planning of the store outlet, all your interior works, your electrical fixtures, your signage, to the menu design. Everything can be taken care by us. And the next item would be that the licensing, so all your FSSAI license, corporation license, fire and safety, all of that, again, we can support you. In each of these factors, these are all exercises which will be built to you in actuals. But if you want to then do it on your own, I want to do my own interiors, I have got a team, I want to do it on my own, you're more than free to do that. So in that case, you will just be paying us the 3 lakhs, which is a franchisee fee, and the rest can be taken care by you. Or if you want us to just give us guidance as to where you can go and find all these, like for instance, the kitchen inventory, I can give you a list of the inventory, what you need to buy, what machines, how many spoons you need to buy, how many cups, how many microwaves, whatever it is, I can give you a list. You can purchase it on your own, or we can source it for you. So it's up to you, up to each of the franchisee how they want to do it. Supply of raw material. Now, as I said, we operate from a central kitchen aspect. So the meat is carefully marinated, cleansed, marinated, and it's dispatched based on each requirement. So if, say, an outlet number 1 wants to source only about 10 kilos, and outlet number 2 wants to source 5 kilos, whatever it is, the indent is sent the previous night. The central kitchen will get that ready and will dispatch it to you the next day, and it's delivered to you at a zero free delivery of raw materials. And I also want to highlight that there'll be no margins kept on each of these raw materials. They will be on actuals as well. Online support, so the Swiggy, Zomato onboarding and menu management will be done by us. There is also the factor that we come up with a new menu every 3 to 4 months just to keep the menu alive and active. There's a market research. So as I said, if you're looking at a location, say because we are in Chennai, I'm just trying to quote a few Chennai places. If you're going to select a place called Tenampet, then we would do a little bit of market analysis there, try and understand how many other shawarma brands are there or who are our competitors, place ourselves comfortably at a place where there is a right ideal amount of competition. We've not put ourselves in a deep place, so that it just becomes easier for us to take that growth forward. In terms of project setup, like I said, we can do A to Z of everything. You can be a part of the setup, or you want to just give us and then we can do it for you. It's absolutely your choice. Manpower support, we will supply a team, a biller, a master, a chef, and a kitchen assistant is supplied by us. They will be fully equipped to run the outlet from day one. They will be trained. They will know how to run the outlet on their own. But obviously, your presence at the shop will make a lot of difference to the team themselves. Now, going up to the next slide, it will tell you the investment breakup, right? I've just put a small table that gives you the total amount, which is about 12 lakh rupees. This does not include the rental deposit that you'll be paying and does not include the GST, but all the other breakup, like the kitchen equipment, interiors, furniture, fittings, electronic goods, signage, and license, everything is mentioned there. Like I said, if these are aspects that you want to do it on your own, you're more than welcome to do that. And whatever is the actual cost is what will be billed to you. Right. Going up to the next slide, I have a small breakup on how we would look at projecting our business and where we would be going. So if you look at this table, we do not have the table. The column 1 shows that it's a new store, 4 to 6 months old. We are looking at doing comfortably about 4 to 4.5 lakhs, and that, when I mean that, it's about 15,000 rupees a day, which is not a very difficult task. And I've not mentioned anything from 0 to 3 months, only because we understand that the store will be taking baby steps, so we do not want to charge the franchisee a royalty fee. We have kept our royalty fee at 8% of the total sale. But we do understand that in the first couple of months, we need to support the brand, and so we're not charging them anything in the first couple of months until they mature enough to doing about 4 to 4.5 lakhs. We are there to handhold them at every aspect, right? From day one, how the operations run to how the intent is raised, everything can be supported for the first 3 months. And then I suppose with the lot of training and shadowing that we give, you will also be able to run it comfortably from the 4th month, or the team themselves will become strong enough to, there'll be a confidence that they'll gain, which from where they can start running the outlet on their own. So looking at this, I've covered up everything there. If you look up the breakup, there's a food cost at 45%. We're looking at commissions. I covered the credit card charges, Swiggy, Zomato charges, the employee cost, which includes the salary, the staff room, and their food expenses. So if I buy them groceries separately, all of that is covered. The outlet cost, we've placed ourselves at a 40 to 50,000 rupees rental, the electricity charges, outlet maintenance, right from telephone charges, any printing. Also, your royalty at 8% is calculated and mentioned there. So all your expenses versus your sales, there is a very decent net profit of about 60K that we're looking at. And that for about a restaurant which is doing about 4.5 lakhs. This is a QSR model. We're looking at about 100 to 200 square feet area. Obviously, when it goes to a dine-in setup, the infrastructure cost will increase. There'll be a couple of ACs that need to be put in. The furnitures will differ. So obviously, from 12 lakhs, it might jump up to about 15 to 16 lakhs. But apart from that, the sale wise, obviously, we've also mentioned when it does about 6 lakhs, you will be getting close to about 80 to 85,000 as a net profit. And when it comfortably starts doing about 9 lakhs over a year's time, or about 2, even if it plateaus down at about 8 to 9 lakhs, you'll still be comfortably doing 1 to 1.5 lakhs net profit. So this at an 18 months ROI. So excluding the 0 to 3 months, I'm considering that 0 to 3 months, we are still taking baby steps, not even included anything there. Even if you're doing, just about break even, not making any profits, calculating from the 4th month to the 18th month, we'll be able to break even completely. So all your investment will be taken back. So that is a breakup on our investment. If there is any questions, I'm happy to take.
Friends, do we have any questions? Until then, you can maybe clarify a little more. This is a FOFO model or a FOCO model?
This is a FOFO model, sir.
FOFO model. Okay.
Yes.
So what is
what I meant is, when the first 3 months and I said I'll handhold them, is purely on a concern basis. Like, if they want that kind of support, I'll be able to give that support to them, is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's your personal favor. I got it.
Yeah.
So what is the fixed ROI percentage you are giving to these investors?
Well, we've calculated it, as I said, it comes to about 18 months. When I say in terms of percentage, I think it comes to, I'm not too sure, but about 8 to 10%, if I'm right. But I can just work that out and send it to you across in some time, maybe.
Is that a fixed ROI you're promising, like a guarantee?
It's not a fixed ROI, sir. No, not at all. See, this will depend completely on the sale, right? We're looking at, so that's why there is a graph which tells you if you're doing 4.5 lakhs to about 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs or 9 lakhs, depending on the sale, your net profit is going to increase. And there could be outlets. So you could start doing from day one, you could start doing 6 lakhs. I'm just saying the first month itself, you can start doing 6 lakhs. And so your return on investment can even wrap up in the 12th month. By 12th month, you might have finished taking up the investment cost. I've just put it at a very conservative, gradual, realistic figures have been put up. So I'm saying that we can definitely comfortably take it within 18 months and it wouldn't exceed 18 months is what I'm trying to say. Considering I've also said that we might not make any profit in the first 3 months.
Well, thanks for being transparent. So one more thing, which states are you looking forward to open on priority? If I say like number 1, number 2, number 3.
So obviously we're looking at expanding in Chennai first because this is home ground. I would want to have an established team here first before I step into any other city. Right. So we're looking at Chennai first and then probably to the tier 2 cities in the south itself, which could also mean like Coimbatore and then obviously Bangalore or Hyderabad can be a futuristic approach. But right now I'm looking at a very south concentrated expansion. Ease of operations. That's the only reason.
Okay.
But if at all there is a master franchisee requirement, if you see my presentation does not have, a mention about master franchisee. It's again because as I said, we are looking at an expansion in Chennai. But if there is anybody who's interested in the model and they want to do a master franchisee, then having a central kitchen wherever that is, even like a place like say if you a place like Jaipur or anywhere. But if there is a central kitchen, then we require about at least a minimum of 3 outlets opening and functioning at that particular city. So if anyone is interested in that aspect, then we can send those details separately to them.
Okay. There's one question on the Q&A box which says any master franchise or state level franchise. Are you giving master franchise also?
Like I said, sir, we are looking into those aspects. There are inquiries flowing that way, but we're looking at a minimum of 3 to 4 outlets. If the inquiry, kind of matches along with that, yes, we can definitely do that. The reason why I'm stressing so much on a central kitchen aspect is that so we can maintain the uniformity. Because there is meat involved and there is a lot of nuances in how the meat is prepared, cooked, stored, and all of that. I would believe that when it comes from a central kitchen, there's more quality control on the product itself. There's uniformity of taste, there's quality. All of that is on par across cities, across state, across locations. So that's the reason why we emphasize on a central kitchen model.
Yeah, we do get it because the more standardized it is, the more quality control and easy replicability will be there as well.
Yeah, the more scalable we are. Yes.
Great. So, Ms. Kripa, thank you so much for your presentation and answering the questions. I don't think so that we have more questions for now. But yes, for the participants, for the investors, if you have any other queries or questions, or any feedback, you can please reach out to our email ID, which is feedback@franchiseindia.in, as mentioned in the chat box. Plus, we also have our business hotline number, which is 9717683838. And that is also mentioned in the chat box. Okay, so we have one more question from Mr. Shashi Rana. The question says, what is the master franchise cost?
I'll get back on that, sir. Right now, I don't have a cost. We've not worked out on that specifically, but maybe in about a day or 2 or a week's time, we can always get back to you on that cost.
Right. So, thank you, Ms. Kripa, for joining and giving a presentation on your brand. Thank you for being transparent and giving us clarity. So we will join tomorrow again at the same time at 7 p.m. in the evening with a new category of brands, and we will discuss those tomorrow. Thank you so much. Happy Navratri.